Listen to this line from their application. I just worry that life is passing us by and we can be doing and spending more on life. We never eat out. Vacations are once a year. He always thinks we are poor. I need someone to tell him that we are okay money-wise so he can live life before it's too late. Today, I'm speaking with Angela and Brian. They're both 52 years old. They've been together since they were in high school, and they've been married for 28 years. They've raised 4 children together, and soon they will be empty nesters. But right now, money is pulling them apart. Angela is saying, is this all life is going to be? Now let's look at the numbers on their Conscious Spending Plan, or CSP. You can download your own copy of the CSP for free at iwt.com/CSP. It's the Angela, in your application, you wrote, I think we are totally fine and can retire in 5 years. He thinks if we don't have 50 grand in the bank, we can never retire.
True.
Tell me about that.
I know our money. I know what we spend. We're very frugal. And I just want to start living life a little bit more now, where Brian, on the other hand, worries about every single penny, and I think feels like we need to have $1 billion before we can retire. So my fear is that he'll be working till he's 80 and I'm ready to retire when I'm 55.
Is it $1 billion or $50,000 exactly?
Probably both combined, $1 billion and $50,000.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel hearing the application that Angela wrote?
I don't know what the magic number is. So in my mind, I have no concept of what I need to live whatever life it's going to be. And I don't even know what that looks like. You talk about the rich life. I've been going through it all week in my mind. What's my rich life? I have no idea.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get grips on that to figure out what I need to say, okay, I'm done, or I'm going to work part-time or whatever. I have no concept of this.
Is it a number?
Years ago, my father-in-law said, well, we need $1 million to retire. I don't even know where that number came from. I'm still trying to figure that out.
Have you believed that number?
I have believed that number since he told me, probably when I was 18. I mean, I've been dating her since I've been
long
17,
time ago.
18.
Yeah.
So many, many years ago when you first met, you heard,
I guess, in my mind, and she's readier sooner than.
We're living too little of a life is the problem. We really are not spending any money. Like, we just don't spend money. We tried to talk about when the last time we went out to eat, and I think it was 2 years ago.
Is that right?
Yes.
Where'd you go?
3rd and Ferry, just a little restaurant that had like fun seafood specials. We had a day off of work and we went like a Wednesday afternoon for lunch.
No occasion, just you both had the day off?
Yeah.
I probably begged him to go.
What was that like?
It was really fun. We enjoyed ourselves. We enjoyed the lunch. We walked around the little town afterwards. We said, we're going to do this more often. And it was probably 2 years ago.
What happened from that day till now? Why have you not gone out to eat?
He just says no all the time. We have food here at home.
Oh, paint the picture. I have to hear this conversation. So do you bring up going out to eat?
All the time.
Walk me through it. Let's recreate the last conversation.
Yes.
Oh, I said the other day, the Melting Pot has this special where we can do half price fondue. Yeah. That would be really fun. Do you want to do that one night?
Definitely not. I have no interest in going out.
But it'll be fun and it's half price.
Well, like I said, she has a short bucket list or a long bucket list of things she likes to accomplish, whatever it may be. Restaurants being one of them, right? I have been out recently, like I'll take my kids out to Chinese buffet for their birthday. Mm-hmm. Have one-on-one time.
And how come you take your kids out but not your wife out?
He feels like it's a requirement.
I feel like I owe them something. This is okay. This is part of your birthday gift, so to speak, and they enjoy going
out. Pick a meal. Where are we going to go?
That kind of thing.
Just wait.
Yeah.
You feel like you owe your kids something for their birthday.
Right.
Okay. What about your wife?
I guess I'm screwed on that one because I owe you the same level of respects.
What if it's not her birthday?
Probably we're not going out.
Because?
I don't want to spend the money.
Okay.
Because we have food here. I just don't want to go out. And it's taken away from our relationship. If that means so much to her, yeah, I'll make it a priority going forward.
If we do something on my bucket list, then it's like a check mark. So like I wanted to go to a happy hour recently and it was on a Tuesday night And he was like, why does it have to be a Tuesday? Why does it have to be a Tuesday? So finally we went and we had a really good time and we enjoyed it. And then when we left, he said, okay, that's off your bucket list now, right? Check, mark that off. So.
Okay, let's zoom in on that. What was with that comment?
Stop adding things to your list of things to go out and spend money on. I know this was only $6. It was a flight of beer. It was a craft brewery type thing. It was ambiance. It was us talking, connecting one-on-one type of thing. I just cringed. It's not about her. It's about the spending the money, going out. I don't want the experience. I don't need it. Maybe I don't need the alcohol. Maybe I don't need the extra food. I need to control. And that's what it comes down to.
Can we do this exact same conversation, but can we just flip roles?
Mm-hmm.
So in this scenario, Angela, you don't want to go out.
Mm.
You don't want the calories. You don't want the drinks. You just don't want it.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian, you have been wanting to go out for years.
Yeah.
You want to connect. You don't care how much it costs. It's not the point. It's not even an expensive place.
Right.
You just want to go out and spend time with your partner.
Yeah.
So everybody get into their role.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Brian.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I would like for you to have that same conversation as each other. Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't wait. Tonight we're going out to the Proper Brewing.
I'm not going.
What? We planned on this.
No. I decided I don't want to spend the money.
You know, they have happy hour 5 to 7, free munchies. They have a band that's coming in.
Too crowded. I don't need the calories. We have food at home.
We've been planning this for months.
I know, but money, we don't need the food. We can just stay home. Maybe next week.
Cut.
Okay. That seemed to come very easy to both of you. What did it feel like?
Felt great.
It's just excuses, making excuses. There's always excuses.
To me, it felt like a bit of a performance. And to me, also when I see you acting performance aspect.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean by that exactly.
Like too dramatic? Like excuses?
Like each of you is a caricature. Like, Brian, you are the grumpy older guy who is like, food, we don't need that.
Yeah.
And we'll do it someday.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of a reflexive no
Mm-hmm.
to anything that's asked. And even when you are begrudgingly dragged there by your wife, then you have a comment at the end like, God, check it off the list.
That's 100% who he is.
Okay. Maybe.
Yeah.
That's, in my opinion, playing a character.
Mhm.
Right.
And then we have the wife who desperately wants to connect with her husband, wants to spend time. It doesn't matter how much it is. In fact, when I ask to do something, I'm going to emphasize how little it costs. It's only a happy hour. It's only 5 to 7. And they have a live band. Let me please convince you to do this with me. Please, just this one thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. A performance. What if? So I agree that you don't have to do everything with your partner, and your partner's not going to like to do everything that you want to do. I
Right.
understand that. That's normal. But you applied. Why?
Because I think we're at opposite ends of the spectrum with our finances. And I really feel like we are okay.
Mhm.
And like I said, I don't think we need to work until we're 65 to then be able to travel.
So if I told you right now, you don't have to work until you're 65, would it change anything?
I would believe you.
Brian?
I would believe you.
But
I think I need to work just for my sense of feeling I'm productive. I don't want to be, I don't want to be sitting home watching TV. I feel like I need to. And I might as well be an earner along with working.
I'm just worried that we've worked super, super, super hard.
Yeah.
And our numbers are what our numbers are, and that we're living too little of a life. I also kind of play the role with him where I want him to live a bigger life. And he's very happy being simple, but I want him to live that bigger life. A perfect example is the other day, Wawa had free coffee day, and he loves blueberry coffee. And throughout the day, he had 3 blueberry coffees, and he was so excited about this. And the next text to him literally was, you can go get a Wawa blueberry coffee any day you want. But he won't spend the $2 on himself to get a blueberry Wawa coffee.
Wow.
He's just making his life too simple.
Wow.
It
And that's
comes,
sad for me.
yeah. And I don't think I deserve it. Just because I can make my own coffee at home, that's not the point. The point is if I need something, a light bulb, part, piece of weight equipment to better myself, that's all I really need. I don't need to live more than what I need.
What does your wife need?
She needs more relationship connection,
Mhm.
which I'm probably not providing. I think the older we get, the more apart we grow, to be honest with you. I mean, that's clearly what today shows.
Tell me.
That money aside, I think until the kids, and again, I'm using kids as an excuse, that's a poor excuse, but until the kids leave, say they leave whenever in a few years, maybe that's where things come back. And it's a big maybe. But I think we just kind of grown apart over the years for whatever reason.
And not even so much apart, more that we kind
More
of live.
distant.
Hey, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
First of all, that's pretty honest. So I really appreciate that. It's not easy to say. It's very courageous to say, especially as a couple in your 50s. And I'm sure you have friends and others who have approached being empty nesters. And that's a scary time.
Hmm.
And then as you think about that with retirement, that can be really scary. One, both changing or losing their identity. That's not easy. It's scary for women in ways. It's scary for men in other ways and for couples.
Mm-hmm.
You said that it's clear you've grown apart. Maybe that will change when the kids leave. Maybe, I hope it does. But you probably know couples who it's gotten worse when kids left. I want to jump in quickly because this is pretty heartbreaking. Angela sees how small their life has become. And she's right. It didn't happen all at once. It happened $2 at a time. This is the hidden cost of decades of frugality. First, you do it for a reason. Then you do it out of habit. And sometimes you start to believe you don't deserve anything else. It goes beyond saving money on coffee. And sometimes in situations like this, you start to realize how narrow your life has become. And then Brian said something that really stopped me cold. He said, I think the older we get, the more we grow apart. It's one of the most honest things that he says in this entire conversation. And I think it's one of the saddest. I see this all the time. Couples are sharing a home, sharing a bank account, but they haven't actually sat down and had a substantive conversation about money in decades. Sometimes they haven't asked each other a question in years. It's lonely. Money can keep us apart if we let it. When you don't have a rich life vision, every financial decision becomes reactive. You cut back, you track every dollar, you argue over pennies, each of you retreating to your own corner of the ring because there's no bigger picture guiding you. Sometimes you might even start to see your spouse as your financial enemy. I suspect sometimes money is a convenient distraction from deeper issues. If you're listening to this and thinking, we don't actually have a rich life vision either, then I created a free guide to help you create yours. You can do it fast and it is fun to do. Download the free guide at iwt.com/richlife. Now listen as I challenge their perspective. Is it money that's stopping you from connecting, or is that a convenient excuse?
Yeah, that's convenient excuse. The only glaring thing is that excessive, smaller purchase stuff.
Can I just tell you right now, $500 a month on groceries is not excessive.
We both enjoy and like our jobs. Our 3 kids aren't going anywhere. We want them to have a nice childhood. We want to live the way we're still living without the burden of knowing every single dollar that we make is allocated to someone.
We don't want to move. I don't care about cars. Like, we could drive less expensive cars and that's fine with me. This is our forever home. I mean, we don't
ever want to move again. Our jobs are our jobs and our income is what our income is.
But I think you two are living above your means.
Yeah.
Have you ever acknowledged that to each other?
I don't think so. I knew, all these things were coming up and just got really scared.
Scared of what?
Going into debt and not having a way out. Stressful. Like it's a cause of stress for me, pretty consistently,
How
uh,
consistently?
daily. It feels stressful daily.
When do you think about it first?
In the morning, when I wake up in the morning. We use the YNAB app. And so in the morning, I see like, oh, you have this many transactions to import. Um, or I look at our checking account and just like, I have this like mental idea of like, the beginning of the month is when most of our bills come out. So I'm just like, okay, I just like want to just for a little bit of peace of mind, check that like we have, I know approximately how much we need to have in our checking account throughout the month and, based on when our bills come out. So I just want to make sure that like something isn't a surprise to me and going to, impact our checking account unexpectedly, getting my
Mhm,
kids ready.
As you're getting your kids ready, you're checking into YNAB and the accounts.
Yeah, so like we have a 3-month-old daughter, so like when I'm feeding her in the morning, I will be, scrolling through my phone and it's kind of just like on the rotation. I check my social media, I check our checking account, just kind of the rotation of the apps that I check.
We use Google Sheets, so we have everything shared on our budget. And
Mhm.
so Christine, like she said, is monitoring this stuff multiple times a day. And so then she'll message me or text me and be like, we have this coming up or gymnastics payments coming up. And so I'd say a lot of it is during the day, instant messaging as well.
And what does it feel like when you see the numbers in YNAB in your accounts?
Um, in YNAB, it feels um I'm kind of like, ugh, like I have to go through and like check what all of these are and then like how they impact the amount that we have budgeted for that for the month. And then when I look at my checking account, it's a little bit less stressful because I don't see like the details and how they relate to what we have budgeted for the month. It's just like I'm just looking at a number there. I'm like, oh, okay, like nothing happened overnight that
Mm.
is a fire.
Oh, that's interesting. So are you looking for fires when you log in?
Yeah.
Mm.
Mhm.
And if you find them, what do you do?
Um, I try to just like store that away for a while until I have a chance to like go back in and handle it. Like, speaking of details, like for example, this morning I logged into our checking account and I saw like, oh, a check was cashed that we had written. And we were both like, shoot, like I didn't know what the check was for because I couldn't see like the image of the check. And I asked for Thomas and he didn't remember what the check was for either. And so um, that was stressful for me this morning because it was a couple $100s, and I was like, "This, I don't remember this. Where did this
Mm.
come from?" So that was something that was on my mind for a couple hours until I could find out what it was.
It sounds stressful.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
like before 10 o'clock in the morning, you're just inundated with all these numbers and worst of all, missing data.
All the time, basically whenever Christine brings it up.
Oh, okay.
Um,
This is a super common reaction when one partner is anxious about money and the other is avoidant. The avoidant person almost always believes that their partner constantly talks about money. And to some extent, that may be true. If you are anxious about money, you will probably tend to bring up money a lot, especially at inopportune times. In the morning, when you're in bed, when the person comes home from work, all the time. As you can hear, Christine cannot imagine a world where she isn't constantly checking her accounts. But it's also true that the avoidant partner exaggerates how often money is brought up because they're sensitive to it. If money was brought up even once a month, they would probably still say she brings it up all the time.
but yeah, I mean, like just the example she shared this morning with that couple $100 charge, we were still in bed
Mm.
when she saw that. I probably had been just woken up a few minutes ago.
Mhm.
And so I didn't know where it was from. I didn't, still in a daze a little bit. And
And what does that
yeah,
feel like to talk about money
in that context?
I'm getting to the point now where I'm more used to it and expect it, but it's not what I want to talk about when I wake up.
Okay. Okay, I can understand that. When would you want to talk about it if you could choose?
Um,
What's the smile that everyone's secretly having?
well, because we used to have Sunday budget meetings.
Okay.
And that was maybe before kids or with one kid,
Uh-huh.
and just over time they have gone away.
Yeah.
But we would sit down every Sunday night, and we use a different budget platform before then and look at everything and plan for the week. And we
Were
don't do that anymore.
were you in a better place when you were doing that? Financially speaking?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
We have a
Th-
lot more expenses now than we did.
I'm sure that's true. 3 kids is a lot. But is there any other potential correlations here? Let me try to lay out the facts as I've heard it. You used to talk about money every week. You were in a better financial position. Now you don't talk about money every week. You're in a worse financial position. Is there any correlation?
Yeah.
Maybe. All right.
Yep. The magic wand would be no weekly meeting. And
Okay.
I think that's a little bit why it stopped, was because I could tell Christine was getting frustrated. Um, Sunday night, I kind of want to watch football or something, and
Mhm.
we had to turn the TV off and sit down together for an hour and look at finances.
Wait,
Um,
that's what do you mean? That sounds fucking awesome. I get to turn off football and turn on finances. That's the dream, the
right.
American dream.
That's the Sunday scaries right there.
Oh, all right. Guess we have different dreams. Okay, so that's kind of why it stopped. So, what is your dream? Like, what would it be if you could do anything?
Have someone take care of it all for me.
Okay, okay. You don't want to. You don't want to talk about it.
No, not really.
Scared of what?
Going into debt and not having a way out. Or I
Well,
shouldn't say not
you
having a way out. I know there's a way out. I know there's always a way out. But just we've been working to get rid of this like one credit card debt, and then we're coming up on that at the same time like getting kind of flooded with all of these other increased expenses. So
mm,
just not sure that that's like how we're going to make it all work. I feel like we're always like treading water and just like bobbing at the surface of like, this month we are maybe a little bit ahead. So like, great. And then like the next month we're a little bit under, and it's just kind of like always up and down. And I feel lonely like that, like, because like I know that Thomas doesn't want to talk about it, and I don't want to be the person that's like nagging about it all the time either. So I've kind of like taken on the responsibility of that, or taking on the responsibility of like managing things, and it's just made me feel a lot of weight. It's just very stressful, and I feel alone in the stress.
Yeah, it definitely makes me feel sad that she thinks she's alone, because I don't want her to feel that, but then I also know that she knows, that it's not my favorite subject to talk about it.
I will tell you that I very specifically remember being at the dealership, and we looked at we drove it and whatever, and we sat down,
oh yeah.
and I was like, the car salesman was, gave us the price or the monthly payment, and I said no, and we walked away. We walked out.
Nice.
And I was so proud of myself, like no. And Thomas was like, I thought that was good. Like, why did we walk away?
We
Thomas.
Um,
had gone in there knowing that we didn't want to pay over 400 a month.
Thomas, I'm gonna kill you right now. What have I said on this podcast 10,000 times? When the car dealer says to you, how much you want to pay? You look him straight in the eye, you say, TCO, motherfucker. I don't talk car payments. Nobody ever talks payments. You talk about total cost of ownership. I want to know the full price.
I think we said we didn't want to go over 400 a month.
All right. He's like, I could make it work. And he gave you a fat loan for what, 60, 72 months? What was it?
I think it's 60.
I don't think we ever have felt good about it. And we even refinanced like a year ago and lowered our payment.
That's good.
Mhm.
But we still don't feel good about it.
Work in the conscious spending plan. But if you value that and
childcare and car and saving. You can't do it all on your income.
Yeah, I would say for me, the house is the number one.
Christine?
That we like to keep.
Yeah,
Not change.
value the house more than the other major expenses.
Yeah. Because we do feel like this is our forever home. I mean, we don't.
We don't ever want to move again.
All right. So your fixed costs are $8,000, $8,200 a month. Again, reminder, you take home $8,300. But you took a job that pays you less.
Yes.
I would be scared. And I deeply understand why you wake up and why you look at these things and why you send these instant messages. Like from a IWT philosophy perspective, you shouldn't be doing any of that. But realistically, day to day, I understand it. I would be feeling very scared living on the edge. Christine, what do you think was behind the decisions that led you here?
Like our dreams and like what we always imagined for our life and our family. Just kind of like I always imagined that I would have 3 kids, and I, always imagined that we'd live in this nice house in a nice neighborhood. And so it was kind of, yeah, just like wanting everything that I wanted and wanting it right now.
And it has been fun to have those as a topic of discussion. You have made a big impact on us, and we really appreciate it. Well, I'm thankful to both of them for coming on this episode, for having this conversation with me, and for you for listening. I'd like to encourage you with a couple of things that you can do now. If you listened to this episode and you heard something that struck you, that you feel the same way, you're thinking too small, you can take control of your money. First, you can do it on your own. Get my book, get it from the library or any bookstore. I Will Teach You to Be Rich. Pair it with the journal, and you solo or you and your partner can sit down and design your rich life and use your money to live it. Second, if you want help to actually do this faster and adapt it to your life, get in my money coaching program. IWT.com/money coaching. I'd love to see you. We have hundreds of other people who are sharing their wins and can help guide you. And then I'm there as well every single month doing live Q&A. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next week.